We are gathered here today to talk about this thing called Prince. What's up, y'all? Yeah. Y'all know that real shit when you see it. Dig, if you will, a picture.
Damn, it was so real until you sang.
Sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my Martin? Can you picture this?
Lick your tongue a little bit more. Lick your lips.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? Get my Prince Snake on today. People, welcome to the Sunday service special dedication edition to, they call him a prince, but the king himself.
Indeed.
Prince Rogers Nelson, people. You know that he passed away a couple of days ago. And I grew up, if there was somebody else that, I say two people raised me. My two mamas, Michael Jackson and Prince. Who says gay marriage don't work? People, yeah, man. Back in the day, I was raised by those two. And I had to dedicate a whole show, almost a whole show. We're not going to dedicate the whole show, but the majority of it is going to be dedicated to his purple badness. I got my, y'all people, if you need to tell somebody, you better buy this stream or you better take a picture of something. You ain't going to get all this goodness every day right here.
That's a really good costume.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'm thinking like you got the coat and put it together with a Jack Sparrow thing because you're wearing pirate boots.
Man, that's all I had. I'm going to show you.
It looks good, though.
No, B, let me show you something.
I'm just wondering why you put the boots on.
So I can do that shit. You got shit That's why I put them goddamn boots on, Martin.
You couldn't find the get-off suit, the yellow one with the ass cheeks
No,
out?
I couldn't find that. Man. And people, if it's a little dark in here, it's because we kind of tried to get this decked out in purple for everybody. Let me see here. It's all right. I'm looking
it's
at
not your screen.
Yeah, y'all looked at it.
You don't have glaucoma. Don't worry.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Too dark? That's good. It's good? Okay. All right.
They don't know.
Yeah, people. Now, a lot of people are talking about Prince. And you're probably hearing a lot of information about him. Everybody's got their own little mini biography of Prince out there.
Sure.
What I want to do today is give you some information about Prince that you may know, but you may not know. But mostly, I want to talk about what Prince meant to us, being that we grew up in that era where Prince rose.
True. And
became who he is. And first of all, I need to apologize to him. I say that this curse is a joke. We're just playing around. It's not real. But man, when I put on that black shirt and a name gets uttered, I'm beginning to think I really am getting scared to say something now. Because you remember that day we did the David Bowie tribute?
Yeah.
And people had to remind me. I again went on Facebook just looking for something, and then had to be shown how we possibly took away Prince himself. And I didn't even say it, but I had that shirt. It was Corey Goodwin.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Corey Goodwin saying it.
Yeah,
shut your goddamn mouth.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was a combination. People just a couple of months ago, we were sitting here doing a David Bowie tribute, and Corey Goodwin had to say this. A lot of people don't leave this world leaving something like that and receiving something like that.
Yeah.
It'll be a long time before you see something like this again. So
next up, Prince.
No.
Like, what even made him say that?
Apparently he had a vision. He knew what's happening. And I like the way your response was.
Come on, man. Shut your mouth. Don't say that.
Man, we talked about that yesterday. I said when Prince died, I'm going to be in all purple, crying my eyes out.
Yeah.
I kept my word now to do a show. I went to the bathroom, sat on that toilet for a few minutes and cried my ass off just for y'all. But I did it. Now. I got dressed up in all purple. The least I could do is respect that man by living up to my word. And Martin, one of the things about Prince, can I go ahead and kick off a little something about Prince, Martin?
Go ahead.
Can I go and talk about Prince? I even got my purple drink in here. You can hear it.
What, grape soda?
Well, I saved cough syrup for the house.
Okay. Diamond tap.
I'm a NyQuil man myself.
It's got the love symbol on it.
But here's the thing about Prince. A lot of people don't even realize Prince been in the game so long. A lot of people don't even realize how young he was. A lot of people talk about Mike Tyson, Eddie Murphy, all these people. A lot of people just think Prince was just Prince. They thought he just transcends age and time and everything. A lot of people don't know that he was just a mere 19 when he started out. Did you ever see that interview he did on American Bandstand?
I did not.
He was 19 young and about as fucking crazy as he was later on in life. you could see Prince was always weird. Prince, you could never get like a straight answer out of Prince back in the day.
You made a couple of demonstration records when you were a teenager. You're barely more than that now, are you?
19.
19. Well, you got another year to go before you graduate. How many years ago did you make these demos and then have offers on them?
He didn't answer. He just put up 4 fingers. He can't say that word. It gets really. I'm gonna show you a little bit more because you can say that he's weird, but you get the feeling that he's shy and maybe even kind of humble because Dick Clark you dig riding.
Well, he's right in his face.
Yeah, and he's right in his face too. But he's like, yeah, you did everything, didn't you? He's like, my fucking band is back here, man.
Well, plus it's like the minute you go like, yeah, they go like, oh, so you think you all that?
Yeah,
don't you?
Exactly. So I think
you didn't create music. There's other people out here, you know.
There'd be some people who were different with him, but yeah, he was shy and kind of humble and just didn't say a whole lot. Not because he was weird, but probably because he just didn't want to take too much credit for himself.
Why would you turn it down?
They wouldn't let me produce myself.
You were 15 at the time.
Yeah.
Would they think you didn't know what you were doing?
Don't know.
You know what, man? And that was the thing about Prince. He looked like a hairy Puerto Rican chick back in the day.
No, he just looked like a Puerto Rican chick.
Yeah. Hey, now that's racist, Martin. You took that a step too far, sir. On this day of remembrance, Martin, I'll tell you, Prince would not like that, even though he's like, it's true. That was the thing about Prince. Whether you were weirded out by him or you didn't like him or you thought he was weird, he was alluring because he had that whole androgynous thing down. When you looked at him, he was a lot of people they couldn't tell. A lot of people couldn't tell if he was black or if he was white. He was such an enigma to people and such a fascinating figure. When Prince had that afro, people were like, okay. All right.
All right, we know what you are.
We know what you are. You just light-skinned it. Mm-hmm. But you black. But when he put that perm on, people are like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? I can't tell if it's a black or white chick. I can't tell if it's a man or a woman or got a dick or a vagina. I don't know what's happening.
Tell you what, let me have sex with it first, and then I'll come back and report to you.
I like the way you put it. Let me have sex with it. Just a little experiment, Let me take him back to the lab.
Yeah. It's not gay if I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
No, what he's talking about, like, him saying that he wanted to produce his own album, they wouldn't let him, because that first album, he had wrote that and, played all the instruments, and they wanted Verdine White from Earth, Wind & Fire, Maurice White's brother, to produce it.
Oh, nice.
And he held out. He was like, no, I want to do it myself. No. And it was like 2 years before they were like, all right, fine, go ahead.
Wow. And I guess they just thought at the time he was too young.
Right. Yeah, 15-year-old comes in here and says, like, hey, I want to do a show on Double Toasted. What would you say?
Oh, they've tried. DJ. No. Interns thinking they running shit in here. Maybe he was pretty as Prince. You remember his early albums. That's the thing about him being so young. He was, Prince started all the way back in the 70s. People think he started with Purple Rain and shit,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember his first hit, Soft and Wet. That was on the radio all the time. It was my favorite song.
That made it to the radio?
It was played a lot.
I remember it was For You 1978.
Yeah.
And then it was
Prince.
It was Prince and then Dirty Mind. That was 79 right there. Damn, boy, that motherfucker was hot. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that's when he would make the videos. He'd come out wearing nothing but like a G-string and a coat.
Dressed like an Italian man at the pool and shit. Yeah, man. It was I didn't know. Now, see, that's why I like talking to you about this, because I didn't know a lot of that old early Prince, man. When Prince hit, I was like around, it's in the 70s. I was like around 7, 8, 9 years old. It wasn't until my sister wanted to fuck Prince that I found out about Prince. Controversy came out. You remember Controversy? And look at Martin. I'm taking Martin back. Martin over there mouthing the words. That's okay. I love this shit, man. My sister looked at Prince. She wanted to fuck Prince so bad back in the day. That's all.
Your brother probably too.
And my brother probably did. Yeah. In fact, my sister this is no bullshit. When people leave the house, my sister would sometimes say, "Corey, can I put makeup on you?" Because she loved Prince so much. Uh-huh. And then she would say, "Let me get this shit off before my brother comes home," because my brother might get confused.
Well, guy on that album Dirty Mind, he's got a song called Sister about incest.
Oh, maybe she was listening to that a little too strong, man. Yeah, well, I was 9 years old. She was dressing my ass up, putting lipstick on me, putting eyeliner and shit. Mm-hmm. Now you know where some of this shit came from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was a victim back in the day. Man, here's the thing about Prince. It wasn't until 1999 that I started to get into Prince because
MTV.
Thank you, MTV. And Prince was like, your parents wasn't paying, I don't look at all that in television, in TV, or MTV. I don't look at all that shit.
More like MTV, you ask me.
You talk about me, shut your ass. How dare you. But not only was Prince being played on MTV at the time, but Prince had, nobody was listening to the lyrics that Prince was putting out there that was getting like mainstream play.
Sure. And
I remember when songs like Little Red Corvette came out. First of all, my sister and her friends would always talk about it, and then younger kids like myself started listening to the words because we want to know what they were giggling about. And if you listen to like today, they're nothing. The lyrics are really nothing. But back in the day, some of these things, the innuendo that he was putting in his songs and getting away with it, a little edgy back then. Like in this one lyric right here from Little Red Corvette. I thought, shit, at the time, I thought he was thinking about horses, Oh, he likes to go riding.
It's surprising how many people think that or still do.
Yeah.
Because even just 2 days ago, somebody on Facebook was saying, like, I want to get my kids into Prince. What's some of the G-rated songs? And somebody suggested Raspberry Beret and Little Red Corvette. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Raspberry Beret, it's all about him losing his virginity, or at least the character singing.
Yeah.
And this song, if you think this is really about horses.
Somebody that was like, what? What's that? Yeah, if you thought that this was about horses, and see, back when I was in school, like some of the older kids would pull you aside, and they would tell you,
hey, dumbass, come here.
Yeah. They say, man, you like that song? You don't even know what the fuck you talking about, do you?
Right.
Hey, he likes horses. No, you little dumb shit. No, they're like, man, he's singing about condoms, man. And then you go back, you think you knew some shit, and you went and told your friends, yeah, man, he's singing about condominiums, man. People like, what, he's singing about real estate? What the fuck you talking about? Get your little ass on here. I know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's the thing, man. Kids and a lot of millennials today are all about, like, I know something you don't know.
Oh,
His songs were perfect fuel for that.
Oh, yeah. And
you ain't up on this? You don't know what that's about?
Yeah, no. Man. That was the thing about it, man. People used to love to listen to the teenagers because you were getting away with shit back then.
Right.
Prince was real rock and roll at that time. None of this pop shit, none of this hair metal shit. Prince was real anti-establishment, sticking it to the fucking man right up his ass, kind of rock and roll. It's the kind of things that Prince already got away with it. Year later, he's done. And then that's when the parents are like, hey, wait a minute. I know what that means. Too late.
Yeah, that was 6 albums ago.
Yeah, 1999, sure. Prince was known for being risque. Prince was known for being, let's just call it for what it is, a pervert, man.
Yeah,
that's what people loved about him. Nasty. Just nasty, filthy. And people loved him for that, free with his sexuality. Wasn't afraid to dress like a woman, wasn't afraid to fuck anything that moved.
Well, another thing that he had going on, besides like music videos becoming a big thing all of a sudden, and it seems trite now, but at that time that he had a band that was interracial and had a lot of women in it.
Ooh, and people, let me tell you something. No matter what you thought about Prince, Prince, you probably because people saying that, listen to that gay shit. But when 1999 came out,
the videos, you're like, oh.
When 1999 came out, and that shit looked like lesbian porn almost. People like, yeah, fuck that. Wait a minute, tell me more about Prince.
Yeah, give me some of that eyeliner.
Yeah.
2000 party over, out of time.
Shit. Right. I mean, I can't tell you. Plus VHS came out. I can't even tell you how many kids paused it on that shit. Lisa and some other chick back then. I don't even know who it was back then.
Yeah, I forgot.
But the cool thing about 1999, besides Prince's sexuality, let's remove that real quick and all the sex that he put in his videos. That was an anthem, man.
Yeah.
That was. You don't know how lucky you are to be existing, living in a time when you see a genius artist. People, when they heard 1999, instantly, just because it was about 1999 and that shit rocked, people knew they had an anthem. Instant anthem right there. At the time, I was just kind of brought into Prince for the titillation factor. It was, you know, he was different and whatnot. I mostly liked it because the older kids liked him, and my sister liked him. Now, the reason why I'm dressed like this today, the reason why you see me in like that, the Jerry curl purple coat pirate phase of Prince.
Because after this, you're going to go play in a Ready for the World cover band.
Oh, Martin, we're going to talk about plenty of them out there. We're going to talk about that in a little bit because Martin is right. It was this phase where Prince changed. Now, he already kind of changed music, but it was this phase where he changed music. Prince was such an enigma. Prince was such a mystery to people that when they heard he was going to be in a movie, people lost their minds. Purple Rain was the shit back in '84.
Prince in his first motion picture.
I love that shit, man. Love that shit. Prince, that was a time where people like, oh, he speaks? You know, people didn't even know Prince could talk. They just thought he sang at the time. Mm-hmm. People didn't know. And that premiere, this premiere might as well been like a superhero movie for today. He was a superhero to people, like a living superhero.
Well, he rode on Batgirl's motorcycle.
Man, pretty much. Man, he had this one image right here. People they thought he was a god. They didn't think he like mingled with mere mortals. And now he's in a movie. And when that happened, Hollywood turned up and turned out for Prince, man. At that, crazy people came to his premiere. I mean, everybody was there, but you see some people who probably Prince didn't invite. They sneaked in, or they made a call or something. Like Weird Al Yankovic, man.
I think the big screen is kind of a natural transition from Prince to go from rock and roll to.
You know he wasn't supposed to be there. Prince didn't put him on the list. Some people you knew were supposed to be there. You know who was the biggest comedian at the time? 84.
Robin Williams?
No, God damn it! Somebody say it. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. Yeah. You don't remember no black people, do you, back in the day? No, Eddie Murphy showed up, and Eddie Murphy, Prince was it that evening. Eddie Murphy, when he walked out, he worked the crowd.
Why are you a Prince fan? Because Prince is bad.
I mean, that was like a stupid question. It was like,
the Prince is bad?
Yeah, I mean, it was a straightforward question. Everybody turned out for this. Even your boy, Pee Wee Herman.
Acting wise, I mean, just from the music videos he's done so far, without even talking about,
He's
he had to be in character all night.
Man, and I love the people who were there. They were like, all right, Prince is weird enough. Pee Wee, they were like, this is too much. It was way too much.
A night of 80s icons.
It was. It really was. It was funny, too, because, back in the day, you knew you were crazy. You knew you were weird if Pee Wee Herman showed up. And then the legend of the movie spread when people left, because people were telling you, hey, like, man, let me just break this down. Purple Rain, if you take the music away, it's kind of a shitty film.
Sure. It's like almost a student film with really poor actors.
It's bad acting.
But it's one of those things you say, if you take the music away, but you can't take the music away.
No, you can't take the music away. It was Prince, and the album came out, and that was synonymous with each other. And when that came out, it was so many legends that spread about this. That people were saying, this is the, you don't know anything about the movie until you see it. And the movie was very controversial. I remember one of the biggest things that people come back and tell you about. They're like, ooh, man. Ooh, the sex in that movie, that shit is raw, man. And back then it was. Today, the sex that you see in Purple Rain, nothing. But back then, Prince did some raunchy things. Prince was so nasty, he could make people just cringe without taking his clothes off. Apollonia, if you remember, is in the movie, and they had a love scene in Purple Rain. No clothes were taken off, but a lot of people were saying, man, this is a little too close to pornography, you ask me. She had her panties on, but Prince touched that vagina. This is back in the day where, you supposed to be real nasty, or you supposed to do that romantic kind of sex on screen. But no matter what kind of sex you were doing, you never, ever put your hand on the cooch.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it was a transition period before getting into more puritanical times, because this is still coming off the 70s where you had all those blaxploitation movies.
Yeah.
And during this point in the 80s, there's a lot of stuff that flew by with a PG rating. that now wouldn't.
Oh yeah, like Indiana Jones and Gremlins and like Temple of Doom.
Well, just even Beetlejuice. There's a scene in the movie Beetlejuice
where he touched Apollonia's vagina,
where he just randomly says,
Nice fucking model!
and you're like, this is a PG movie.
Yeah.
What the hell? It didn't even like pertain to anything.
Prince back in the day, he was known for a lot of things for his sexuality, for his music, and a lot of people thought him, they thought he was all about controversy. But Purple Rain brought us something that we didn't think could happen so soon. After 1999, as I said, a certified instant anthem. With Purple Rain, we got the title song, which again just took the world. No lie, this is no bullshit right here. My mother had not seen Purple Rain, and she bought it to see what all the hype was about. And her ass, we were watching it together.
She started fucking the stage.
Yeah. I had to go in there and get a bucket of water, calm my ass down. Get your ass up, mama. Nah, man, we were watching this together. We were in this, and Prince did this song. I know it's a weird movie. My mother didn't give a fuck. My mother took me to all kind of rated R movies and everything. Again, that says a lot about me. But it was uncomfortable, but nothing was weirder than turn around when Prince was singing Purple Rain. And I looked back at my mother, and she was crying. She like sort of literally streams of tears coming down her face. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she didn't even know it. She's like, what? I'm like, look, feel your face. She's like, oh shit. And then tried to lie. My mama got allergies, but all bullshit. Every woman in the house wanted to fuck Prince. Shit, we put on Purple Rain, the dog started fucking your leg, man. It was crazy. Thing with Prince back in the day, right after Purple Rain, all them brothers out there talking about, man, that little gay man, that little faggot playing that rock and roll music. I don't listen to that shit. But you think I'm gay too? Fuck you. But once they saw how much ass Prince was getting, and it's not like how much Prince got. It's kind of like these dudes were saying, man, I better try to catch up with his style, because if I don't, he's going to fuck everything that's out there. I'm not going to have it.
Well, plus it wasn't the quantity, it was the quality as well.
Oh, yeah. But they said, for all I know, those are the ones Prince are telling you about. You know, there's a bunch of ugly chicks that Prince had, too. We just don't know. Dudes were like, I better fuck somebody before Prince take it. And those big old dudes, I ain't talking about like little soft brothers. I'm talking about big old cornbread fed, black, you just got out of jail looking motherfuckers. Those dudes, Prince was the only one who had them dudes dressing like bitches. Dressed like bitches. dressed like bitches and genies. Look at
I was gonna say, yeah, he looks like a swami.
Yeah,
a gold jacket on and a sash.
Had big old brothers looking like they the bitch in prison. You know, like coming out wearing
chokers.
Yeah, chokers and headbands and eyeliner and all this crazy shit. I mean, you know, back in the day, that was full force too. The bad guys from House Party.
Right. So I thought when you start talking about that, I was like, I bet he's gonna bring up Full Force.
Oh, there they are. They were full force gay back then. I wouldn't say that to those brothers' faces, but you know.
Yeah, they were huge.
I'm sure they grabbed the guy too and fucked them too, because they couldn't resist.
Because they could.
Yeah, because they just could.
They all look like bodybuilders.
I'm gonna fuck something today. Come here, man. Okay.
Man, my sister's right there.
I want you. Okay. Tell my mama I love her. Them brothers, man. Them brothers weren't no joke. But you know that it just wasn't them. All you kids out there that we talking to. All you kids out there, let me tell y'all something. And your daddy ain't gonna ever tell you, but somewhere he got pictures where he looked like a bitch too. There's a picture of your daddy somewhere where he got that big ass juicy curl, them big old greasy locks, one coming down one eye, you know. Yeah. Ask your daddy about it. Oh man, I don't do that shit, man. I'm real man. No, you gonna go back and burn that shit because they don't want you to find out. But he got him. He was no more influential than he was during that revolution period, that Purple Rain period. Back then, you know who I'm about to bring up. Brothers just jacked his shit. Didn't even care. Didn't even try. My favorite, look, I'm talking about these brothers, but I love this shit. Y'all remember this shit. Ready for the world.
Laughing always say it's good for the geese. It's always good for the game.
Had brothers so confused, they talking with British accents and shit.
You know that's his signature drums.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, man. And Prince was cool with it because Prince said, you know, ain't gonna be y'all ain't me, ain't gonna be another me. And by the way, y'all, you know, my sound is so good that even as a ripoff, this shit is kind of cool. You know, I kind of like these ripoff bands. I kind of like this ripoff music. It's cool. I mean, brother just gay. Them glad, you know, 2 weeks ago, them brothers playing football just as hard as they could be. Now they talking about. Now I'm making fun of these dudes, but back then in high school, if you didn't get that shit, if you weren't rocking that shit, you didn't look like a bitch. You weren't getting anything. If you didn't have a big old slippery juicy curl and you weren't out there every now and then, like if you didn't have sex with your girl and then put one in there, you know you weren't shit.
Here we go.
I love that freeze
frame. Wait, keep playing. I can't get down. I'm stuck.
That brother jumped up in the air and
Quit playing.
stuck.
I'm stuck.
He jumped up there and couldn't get down. Somebody come get me down. It's stuck in his eyes, still moving and shit. Help.
This ain't funny.
Man, do you remember Jesse Johnson?
Yes. God damn, brother. You know, Prince, the only reason why Prince didn't sue this motherfucker, he said, you gonna be gone a little bit. Right. But yeah, with all of them, he's like, well, let's see if you have a second hit.
Yeah. Some brother just didn't give a fuck. They didn't try. They just straight up jacked his sound and didn't even try to disguise it. And all people who mimic Prince, they all got that one move. You know that one hop? Got that Prince hopscotch going on in there?
Yeah. And that's more something that the time would have done.
Yeah.
Except they would have had more of a show going on.
Yeah, and Prince wrote for the time, but you know, the time had their own sound.
He practically was the time.
Yeah, he was. He was just behind the scene. But you know, you look at this, it's like, hey man, the funny thing is that the reason why people jacking this sound is because it worked.
Sure.
People made hits out of it. People, they were making money. It was easy. I'm not gonna say it was easy money, but if you could mimic Prince, you had something. People paying for it. If people couldn't afford Prince, they get Jimmy Johnson, Jimmy, whatever the name
Jesse
is, Jimmy Johns or something.
Jimmy Johnson. Eat a Jimmy John's
Jimmy
sandwich.
Johns, yeah, delivering sandwiches now.
Purple Rain.
I got your sandwich, baby. Give me my food, man.
Did you have a ham on rye?
There was a whole West Coast movement. Y'all made fun of Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre was making fun of this himself in Straight Outta Compton. But before Straight Outta Compton came in, if you knew anything about NWA and all the beef they had with the different members going at each other and everything, they were all digging up dirt on each other. One of the things that they did with it, they were trying to dig up, I think it was Eazy, he was making fun of him for being the world-class wrecking crew.
All of a sudden, Dr. Dre is the G thing, but on his old album covers, he was a she thing.
You know, I'm looking at this, and at the time, this created a whole West Coast sound. Do you remember Egyptian Lover?
I don't.
You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
Egyptian Lover was a dude that came out with a sound that was considered the West Coast sound. And it was a combination of Kraftwerk and Prince. And
really?
It was big with break dancers. He was an Egyptian Lover. His big hit back in the day was Egypt, Egypt.
Egypt, Egypt. Egypt, Egypt.
Give me a freaky kinky nation with a total female population. I can deal with that situation. I don't care about my reputation. Give me a
you hear that Prince influence in there? And they'll tell you straight up, yeah, it was electronic music and of the time, and it was Prince, man. The cool thing about Prince, though, he was so mysterious. He would just pop up in places. He would like he would just magically appear in a cloud of purple smoke, you know, like he's a little leprechaun or something. We showed this before. Does anybody remember? How many people have seen that video of Prince on stage with two other big legends? Anybody seen that? You know what I'm talking about? What I know you seen. Who is it? Matthew. Michael Jackson and James Brown. Michael Jackson and James Brown. You don't get no more legendary than that. If you at that show, you can kill yourself after that. It's no more legendary than that. But then James Brown had to look in the audience, and he saw something else.
Give him a big round of applause because he just insisted that I introduce Prince. He's here. Prince.
Everybody like, who?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What?
Man. Yeah, everybody like, who, me? No, man. Who, me? No, man.
I'm sure even Prince was like, what?
And you would think being on stage with Michael Jackson and Prince that you could not upstage them? Not Prince. Prince came in Prince came in riding on a redneck. Like he was riding a horse. James having a stroke again? No, let him do his thing. Prince was riding a hillbilly like a horse. I mean, spurs and everything. He sound like, whoa, boy.
Easy, Jeff.
He was rocking that shit, and of course, it's Prince. It was only a matter of time before the drugs kicked in. That shit is kicking in.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I recognize that.
Oh, yeah. I've been there. I've been there many a night. Oh, shit. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit.
Oh, wait. This wasn't a real street lamp?
Yeah. He thought that shit was nailed down. And if you notice, his little ass just evaporated in that crowd. Like, he wasn't seen for a year after that.
The ball fell off and conked somebody in the head.
Yeah, I'm Prince, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, shit. Goddamn, this Sesame Street ass lamp.
Yo, right?
That's the only time you're gonna see that shit. Prince was so popular, they started putting him in things that just didn't fit to me. As crazy as Prince was, bat dance, I couldn't get with that shit. Oh, sing it with me. Get the fuck up! That shit was weird. That shit was that was just a little too weird for me.
Why are you so resistant to weird?
I don't know what it was. It just seemed like you know what it was to me? It seemed like at the time, that's when Prince really became so mainstream that they were just trying to pull him in anything. Warner Brothers did.
Sure.
They released Batman, so they had to they could put him on the soundtrack. I don't even know if Prince wanted to do that. Because
he didn't, except for like, Kim Basinger.
Yeah,
okay.
There you go.
Pussy.
Yeah. Prince walking around dressed like the Joker on stage, like, get the funk up. I was like, man, this shit is too crazy for me right here. Although, and it just seemed forced for me. That's when Prince just became kind of shoved into things. And that's when he was trying to get out of his contract with Warner Brothers too. Mm-hmm. Although, the end credits, when I had Batman on video, there was one badass song on there. You know what?
Scandalous? See, I figured that was more of a you and Corey Goodwin song.
Hey, don't hate. It's true.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, today there's still an influence heard from Prince, and you can find a lot of people. A lot of people out there. If you look for it, you'll hear that sound. If you want to find it, it's there. A lot of people talk about how the Beatles were so influential to music. They were. Prince was too. All that psychedelic shit that he did.
Sure.
Hendrix, Funkadelic, Parliament Funkadelic, James Brown, and the Beatles were a big influence on him. He even says people like Joni Mitchell
Joni Mitchell was one of his favorites.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so much stuff right there. And as I said, Martin's going to recommend some stuff from the more modern era of Prince, who went on to be known as the artist formerly known as Prince, or just the artist.
Sure.
And as I said, he was prolific, but because the times had changed, because he didn't have the marketing of Warner Brothers behind him when he had his dispute and they split, you didn't get it. It's a different age. you know, we get music a different way. We either like are very selective about what we get because we can now in the age of streaming.
Well, you know what? Napster gave everybody music for free.
Yeah.
So now nobody wants to pay for it.
Goddamn right.
I got it. I ain't had to pay for it for 10 years, and now you want me to pay? Screw you.
I got a Spotify account, $10 a month. I put my work in.
Me too.
Oh, you finally joined?
Yeah.
The modern age? Really?
Can't get Prince on it, though.
Man, wait.
They got one song.
Hey, call up Jay-Z. He got that title for you, man.
It's true.
That's some Illuminati shit, man. Telling you. Nobody liked title. Nobody was on it. All of a sudden, Prince dies, and he's only on title.
Oh, you think Jay-Z put the hit out on him?
I think, man, I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying. Illuminati shit.
Oh, you shouldn't even say that with all these wing nuts out there.
I know. Stirring up at Jay-Z's nest. Hey, let me go ahead and... Yeah, my man back there. What's your name again? My name's Randy. Randy, you know what? In honor of Prince, do you want to come over and play a game with us? Yeah, I'll come on and play a game with us. Yeah, bring up Randy. Randy, come on up. Randy, yeah, go and sit over there. My dance. Why not just go on and be gay? Why not just be gay? I'll make a great.
That would be redundant.
I would make.
Oh.
Well, let's get this over with then.
Come on, do the splits.
Gave y'all a little show right there. Y'all like that? No.